what has been the biggest change that you've seen in a client?
All kinds of changes happen, none of which I really, try to predict, because I don't know when they will happen, if they will happen, or what happens. But typically there's usually a quite consistent and quite transformative amount of peace that happens within a human being's life, and there's no way that I can put my finger on what I said or did to help make that happen. And quite honestly, it isn't even really me. It kind of happens through me. But I do know this, that one drop of truth is napalm. It's a hydrogen bomb. And it has the power to transform a human being absolutely and completely without his consent, simply upon contact. This is what I learned.
I have a lot of fear that's been coming up recently, and I think it has a lot to do with what you just said about this kind of uncontrolled aspect of this process or whatever is happening. How do you deal with fear? Do you experience fear?
Occasionally. Occasionally. What is it that drives what you do for you?
Well, so yeah, what I do, there is an element of truth there. So I am inspired by the truth. I love talking to people. I love getting access to their wisdom and then letting it kind of inform what's going on in my own life. I'm not really sure what I do yet. I love to do massage therapy, so I love giving massages. I love interviewing people. So I'm not quite sure.
And so, what is your biggest chase?
First thing that comes to mind is maybe like dopamine at the moment, kind of excitement. Traditionally, excitement has been a big motivator and adventure. But as I get older, those things are not serving the same fulfilling purpose.
I understand. So is this why you like to have topics beforehand?
So that's actually interesting, because most of the time other people have asked me for topics, and I anticipated that other people would want topics. So I created topics, and then people started asking for them. And so you're the first person who said, no, I don't want any topics. And once I saw that as an option, I realized, okay, I've been going more and more towards moving towards not really having a theme just about stress and creativity, but about whatever comes up in the moment. So yeah, you asked why I have topics. Yeah, I'm not sure. Why is truth so important to you?
As opposed to?
Living in a delusion, or, I mean, it's obvious once I say it, but
exactly. That's what I wanted you to say. I wanted you to be able to answer that for yourself. There is nothing else.
Yeah.
Why would someone want to live in lies?
Yeah.
The only reason that you would live in lies is if you believe that the lies were truth.
But then most people on this planet are living in lies.
Absolutely. If lies are all you hear.
Then why is it so rare? So once, here's a good question. Is it possible to make a living telling the truth? Again, I guess I just answered it because you're doing it. Is it possible to make a living being authentic or telling people the truth?
Is it satisfying making a living telling lies?
Ultimately, no. But I think some people will get that temporary satisfaction from it.
I think everyone's looking for permanent satisfaction.
Mm.
It is just that they try to string together temporary satisfactions in hopes that they will be able to patchwork them into permanence.
Mm. And then once they realize that that's not possible, then they open up to truth.
I don't think that they really ever come to that point of realizing it's not possible.
Mm.
Very few.
Mm. So part of me wants to ask, so what's the point then? So if very few people ever access the truth, you do it because it's like there's something innate inside you that wants to.
Yes.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I have no choice.
Mm.